story that I started in the last video. Okay, so Red Spectre, the guy that's not here, he invited me to this Halloween party. Okay, I said sure, you know, I'm not doing anything, whatever. So I have no idea where the fuck to go. It's not
out a window. No.
You need jump out the window.
Yeah.
Jump out the window.
So
Whoa.
So he says there's a party in Riverside, and I want to go, and I want you to go with me, and you can meet some of my friends, and we'll see what happens. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. So first thing, his friend shows up, and she changes in her Halloween costume, and then he's like, okay, we're gonna go. I have the directions on my iPhone, and we'll go from here. And I was like, all right. We go for like 20 minutes deep into Riverside, out in the middle of nowhere, Riverside, and we U-turned like 3 or 4 times.
It's one of those directions where you have to make a lot of U-turns.
Yeah, and I finally, we pull over in this Taco Bell parking lot, and I'm finally like, where the fuck are we going? You know, like we've been just driving aimlessly. I'm wasting gas. I don't want to go anymore. I was already pissed at this point, and he was like, do you have your GPS? And I said, yes, I always have my GPS in the car. Why the fuck didn't you ask me? And he goes, oh, well, here's the address. We'll follow you instead. Well, so I'm already like, why the fuck didn't you just give me the address? So, okay, we get to this party, and literally, the second we get there, everybody leaves. Party's over. Everybody leaves, okay?
Well, what time did you guys get there?
Okay, I got at his house probably around like 8:30. That's the part I forgot to tell too. He said they will call us when the party starts. I was like, okay, so let's just kill some time and play some video games till then. We didn't realize till it was like 11 o'clock at night that they still hadn't called us. And so he just said, fuck it, you know, my friend's here, we'll leave now and go to this party. I'm like, alright, whatever. So, again, get to the party, everybody's just leaving. We're getting there as people are leaving. And so I asked one of the guys, I go, what the fuck? I thought there was a party here. He goes, oh no, yeah, there was a party here. Everybody that's leaving is going to the after party. So if you want, you can follow this long-ass line of cars to the after party. And it was a line of like 20 cars, 25 cars. And so I was like, oh, okay, this might be pretty cool, because there's a shitload of people going to this, you know? So I fall, again, out in the middle of nowhere, just blindly following these people. We get to the party. I want you to guess where the party was. I want you to try and just deduce where this party was.
How am I supposed to do that? San Bernardino.
No, it was still in Riverside.
Oh,
Still in Riverside, just kind of like the area. Like,
Hospital. There's a hospital.
No, it wasn't even a building. Here's what happened. We all pull up to this dead-end street, right, in the middle of Riverside.
Yeah.
Out in the fancy, rich part of Riverside. And off in the distance, I can see a house. And I'm assuming, like, okay, we're all probably going to park here and just go to that house. No, the party was in the street. It was just a bunch of us hanging outside in the street. And at first, everyone there was like, this can't be the party. This can't be it. There's no way that this is the party. This is probably just like a stopping point to make sure we didn't lose anybody, and then we're going to go to the party. But no.
Who made the decision? Who's like, hey, let's go party in the street.
That's the thing. Okay, here I finally kind of, like, everybody there, once we realized the party was in the street, everybody was like, I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to be here anymore. I want to go home. Every single person there was like, fuck this place. So, a bunch of people, like we were all in our own little cliques, you know what I mean? Like, nobody was really mingling. It was everybody just kind of complaining to each other. So this chick walks up to us and she's like, hey, she's super cute too, like little, like dressed up like a cat and shit. Her name was Christina. And, she comes up to us and she's like, hey, do you guys know of a place that, like, isn't so dead? Because this party's fucking dead. And my instinct was to tell her, you know, yeah, if you come, we're gonna go back to my friend's house.
Yeah.
We're gonna go back to my friend's house. We're gonna watch a video, or we're gonna watch movies or something. You know, you can come with us. But then she said, oh, my friends are looking for a place. And when she mentioned friends, I was like, oh no, I have no idea where we're going. We're not gonna do anything. I don't know. We're probably just gonna go home or something. So we started asking around. I seriously don't. Oh, down.
Yeah,
okay.
down.
We ask around and we're like, who brought us here? Who the fuck's idea was it to come to this dead end street? This guy walks up to us dressed as Dr. Turks, and he's asking for cigarettes and smokes and shit. And he's like, yeah, I'm from the area and I know the place. And like, see those hills over there? That's where I smoke weed and fuck my bitch. And so that's when I was like, all right, I'm done. I need to leave. I can't be here anymore. So we start packing up and leaving, and before we're leaving, these two guys are like, you know what, this party's boring. You know what's more fun than this party? punching each other in the stomach, and they start playing body like right in front of us. And so that was another sign of like this party sucks because people would rather punch each other in the stomach than be at this party. And so we're leaving. As we're leaving, this guy dressed up as Jesus. Ah, fuck.
Yeah, there's a turd over there. Oh, no.
As we're leaving, this guy dressed up as Jesus stands up on his trunk and like with his arms out and goes, "Does anybody know of a building or a house that we can take this party to?" And I stood up and said, "Who the fuck brought us here?" And so the way the party was, I was probably like car 17 in a line of 20 cars in a dead end street. So Eric leaves with his friend. Their friend leaves on a motorcycle, and I'm following
to the floor.
So I'm following the guy on the motorcycle, and as I'm leaving, there's this black guy that jumps out in the middle of the street trying to stop me, asking me where we're going so they can come with us to a party we're going to, I guess. Yeah. He's like, "Where are you going?" And I literally yelled, "Fuck off!" and just drove through. And the night just ended with us watching the movie 7 at Eric's house. That was like I was like, this is so fucking horrible. It's nothing progressed at all. It just, everything went to shit.
God damn, that is awesome.
Yeah, but you saw a cat girl.
Yeah, it's a cat girl.
That was
you cat girl.
Yeah, I turned her down because she had friends.
And then her friends are all just supermodels.
No, her friends were a bunch of dudes. Because I saw the friends she was
I figured.
Like, no, I'm not going to bring them too. Why the fuck would I want them there?
See, they do it like that on purpose, because rather than have the guys go and ask you, because you're like,
yeah,
I'm not telling you. No, you get the girl to ask you, and they're like, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'll take you. Oh, wait, you're friends? No. Yeah, that was so fucking bad.
Yeah, sounds like it. I figured that from the beginning, when you mentioned, Eric.
Eric and party.
Eric has this idea that you were going to go to this place because he knows somebody. I doubt it.
Like the original party, I guess, was awesome because like there was a band playing and it was at some dude's house, and like that would have been awesome to go to. What we went to was shit.
You guys went to the end.
We went there as people were leaving.
What time did you guys get there then? Because if you left at 11,
we left his house at around 11. I think we got there at like quarter to midnight because of all the U-turns and all the backtracking and shit we did. So it's just bad. It's just horrible.
Even then, that's kind of early for a party to end. Midnight.
There was an after
party.
But
there was like probably it was at someone's house and they needed to leave or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's how it is.
It was a very like cookie cutter kind of neighborhood where like houses were super close to each other and shit, so they needed to end because I assume they were getting complaints or something. But
wait, Halloween was on Tuesday, wasn't it?
Wednesday.
Oh yeah.
But what was I gonna say? The thing that made me really kind of want to go to the after party even more was they said people were already there. So I was like, oh, and then that made me think, well, either those people lied, or we lost those first people, and some guy at the front of the line was just like, oh, fuck it, I know a place.
It was that guy you're talking to.
Like,
I know where to party. Out in the fucking, out in nowhere. In hills.
Out in them fucking hills where I smoke weed and fuck my bitch.
The way I described it to people as I was telling the story was we were at the my bitch and smoke weed. that's where we ended up partying. And like the house, okay, it was the road we were on literally led to just that house. There was no other houses. There was no other off streets or anything. It was just a street to that house. And it reminded me very much of the Human Centipede. and then when I thought of that, my mind immediately started to look at the number of people that were there. And the first thing I said,
build a centipede with these guys.
The first thing I said was, "Look how long the centipede would be." That was one of the first things that came to my mind. Was like, this would be a long ass fucking. This would probably be a centipede with the number of people. It'd probably be 100 limbs.
I would be in the front.
That's all. And then I started saying that. Just please be A. I just want to be A. I don't care if this is gonna happen. Just please, I want to be A.
Don't make me the ass.
Don't make me be Z or whatever number I'd have to be at the end of the fucking. But yeah, it's so bad. I'm happy it happened because now I have stories to tell. But just the fact that I had to go through all that and I wasted so much gas. That was my big thing. I was like, look, I started off with like a half a tank. I got home almost on E. This pissed me off so bad.
Yeah, but you got to, like...
yeah, come on, Dave. Try and save it. You got to...
Find out where the corner of fuck my bitch and smoke my weed is.
I was curious where that was.
And then another part was like it was all walled off. You know what I mean? Like the two sides of the street, there was a big long ass island, like a I don't know what they're called, but an island in the middle of the street,
Yeah.
and two walls on the sidewalks. And we kept looking over the walls, like maybe the house is over there, or like maybe close. And then we stick our head over the wall, and there's absolutely for so fucking like pricker bushes and fucking tumbleweeds and just nothing for so long. And on the
I like the idea there's actual tumbleweeds going by.
at the end, you know, the dead end street where it says end and the signs there and shit.
Yeah.
People were coming from the other side of that to the quote party we were at. And I was like, where the fuck did those people come from? Like, where were they and what were they doing? Like,
they were smoking weed.
we
And
didn't
fucking
fucking bitches. Yeah, that was my thought too. I was like, what the fuck? How did these? Why are we here? And literally every single person at that place was like, why are we here? When the entire collective is just like, I don't want to be here. That's a very negative atmosphere.
That's the problem with Halloween parties during the week.
Mm.
You have to already have a plan of where you can go afterwards.
And then one of the people we were with, like one of Eric's friends, was like, "Oh, hey, maybe we could like rent a hotel or something." But I don't want to be the only one to pitch in. And I was like, "You're gonna be. You're the only one that brought cash. Eric didn't bring cash. I didn't bring cash. She didn't bring cash. We none of us brought cash. So if you really want a room, it's on you."
That'd be expensive.
Yeah.
And with the amount of people there.
And how late it was fucking like 1 in the morning when he suggested that. And I was like, what the fuck? Why do you want to pay to sleep somewhere when you have a bed at your house?
And there's a dead-end party for the dudes.
Yeah, that was I think the ratio of chick to dudes. There were 4 chicks, and the rest of us
Goddamn.
were just dudes. There was like 4 chicks, and two of them had boyfriends. Like the only one that wasn't holding hands was the chick that came up to ask us if we were going anywhere.
Oh, that's where you go.
Yep.
To get Invisible Girl.
It's either very good, very bad.
Yeah, it was just I wish you guys. I seriously would have come. I was so happy had you guys been there.
I mean, quite hilarious, I'm sure.
Well, we weren't invited.
Yeah.
Well, what were you doing Halloween?
I was at home.
I didn't do crap.
I was eating. I was probably eating
I didn't
dinner.
care.
Yeah, it was. God, I wish you. God damn it! Now I wish you guys would have been.
Were you guys wearing costumes?
Eric was. Eric wore a full body, like a Green Man suit, but it was yeah, it looked fucking hilarious. It's a Green Man suit, but it's a skeleton. You know what I mean? It's a black.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a black. I was gonna say a black man suit.
Nice.
It's a black.
It actually
suit.
works out really well.
It's
Yes, it was a black man
It's
suit.
a black suit, like a skin tight black suit with a skeleton drawn on it and shit.
That sounds horrible.
And he was explaining to us how he can like pee through it and drink through it, and I was like,
What?
yeah, he was
That's-
he was explaining to us how even though it's a full face and full body suit, how he could safely pee and drink through it.
Some good conversation right there.
Yeah, because he's like, see the black parts on the mask? I can drink through that. And I was like, okay, I can buy that. Tell me how you're gonna pee through it.
It's Magnum.
I know.
Yeah, you got it. Oh, he didn't get it.
God damn it.
You can't carry both.
No, yeah, I'm trying to pick up. I'm just getting shot.
Oh, it's Smith & Wesson.
There's a gate here. Jump.
Yo.
Why did I open that? Jesus. But yeah, this whole video has been my Halloween party, so yeah, that was amazing. You're all welcome for that story.
Hey, yo, man, where you going? Fuck off!
Fuck off! Well, my windows were raised and you couldn't hear me, but I did yell "fuck off" and just nope. We stopped at a gas station to kind of collaborate what we do, and it wasn't for like another 45 minutes till Eric finally said, "You know what? Let's just go to my house and watch a movie."
Where's this guy? There it is.
Barrel, shoot the barrel, shoot the barrel.
That recoil on that gun.
Yeah, that was. You're all welcome.
I wish I had a story to tell. I can't think of one though.
That story took so long.
I have stories. I'm just
Yeah, I
not thinking
think it
of
took like 15 minutes.
Almost 15 minutes to tell that whole. Yeah.
And Andy wanted to keep going. The
Well,
last video with that story.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like I told you though, like nothing progressed. Everything just went
Wow.
from bad to worse to bad-er, and then to semi alright. Ending the night watching 7.
That sounds fantastic.